What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And last night, the champions of Europe got their qualification campaign back on track with a convincing 4-0 win under the floodlights and pouring rain at Stamford Bridge. I have to say, the game went exactly as myself and many Chelsea fans expected. Convincing, Malmo offering very, very little and showing that they obviously are kind of a poor level of opposition as we knew pre-game. In terms of the lineup, I have to say I'm quite surprised with the strength of lineup that Thomas Tuchel went with, given the relative poorness of the opposition. I wasn't expecting to see Romelu Lukaku, particularly given the fact that Tuchel said in his pre-game press conference that he thinks Lukaku's tired and he's been overplayed. I was very surprised to see him then in this game from the off. I can understand Tuchel's thinking perhaps, Romelu's not scored for 6 games now. Maybe thinking, getting some confidence, getting a couple of goals, he should be able to score against this side. But ultimately, it kind of backfired with him picking up an ankle injury, and it looks up that he's going to be out for a while. Tuchel said, obviously, waiting for further examinations to find out the full extent of the injury, but the initial prognosis is probably going to be missing a few games. Likewise with Timo Werner, who picked up a hamstring injury later on. I mean, yeah, it's a problem. We've got our main number 9 out, and we don't really have another out-and-out 9. Obviously, with Werner missing as well, very important to how he played, the pacing behind, etc., stretching those back lines. They're going to have to come up with a bit of a different way of playing, and it's maybe an opportunity now for some squad players like Kai Havertz and Callum Hudson-Odoi to stake a claim for a place in the lineup for the next run of games. The rest of the lineup, very strong. Again, backline of Thiago Silva, really good, great to have them back in alongside Andreas Christensen, who's been absolutely outstanding. And then Chilwell and Azpilicueta at wing backs. I was surprised to see Reece James not get minutes in this game in terms of from the off. I thought it'd be a good opportunity for him to get minutes under his belt and work on his fitness after that ankle injury. And then obviously the front three of Mount, Werner and Lukaku. The game itself, Malmo offered very little as we expected beforehand. Fantastic to see Andreas Christensen finally get his first goal for the club. A well-taken volley following a lovely cross from Thiago Silva, so a goal made by the back line there. And yeah, Christensen has been simply outstanding this season, fully deserving of the new contract that is agreed but just needs to be signed. Been one of our most consistent performers since Thomas Tuchel's come in, and he's turned into a really top centre-back, so absolutely delighted for him. As I've mentioned, the only downside really from the game was the 2 injuries we picked up. But, someone else's misfortune is another person's opportunity, and Kai Havertz and Callum Hudson-Odoi kind of forming a makeshift strike partnership kind of showed glimpses that could be something possibly for the next run of games. And they linked up really well for that 3rd goal, particularly Hudson-Odoi getting the ball from midfield, running that directness, taking players on, and then playing a nice ball into Havertz, who applied a great finish. And this next run of games, I think those 2 lads are going to have an opportunity to play and really stake a claim for their position, because we've got Lukaku and Werner missing, as I said. It's now a big opportunity for these lads, and they need to step up. And they both showed what they can do and what they can bring to the side. So I think I'd expect them to play against Norwich on Saturday lunchtime. In terms of what else we learned, we didn't really learn a great deal. I mean, Malmo's got to be 6 points from both these games, and realistically, this group's going to be won and lost on the result against Juventus when they come to the Bridge. And what we can do when we go to Zenit, travelling to Russia can always be quite tricky. But otherwise, straightforward evening. The only downside were the injuries to the 2 attacking players. I mean, it's just so unlucky to have kind of 2 of your main attackers get injured in the same game. It's just the way it goes. We have got the squad depth to cover it, of course. As I mentioned, the likes of Kai Havertz, Callum Hudson-Odoi coming in, hopefully Christian Pulisic back from injury, and he can play a part as well. But yeah, it doesn't matter how good your squad is. It's never ideal to be without 2 of your first choice players. Another fact is that Jorginho, with a double from the spot, became the first player in a Champions League game to score 2 penalties in the same match against different goalkeepers, given that Malmo made a switch of goalkeeper at half-time. But yeah, apart from that, we didn't learn anything from the game. It was a convincing win. It was great to see us, notch 4 goals, put on a good display for the fans. And yeah, we move on to Norwich on Saturday lunchtime, which I think should be another win for us. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts on the game. As always, if you've got any thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you smash a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. We're now 9 away from 100 subscribers, so please do subscribe, spread the word, and we'll catch you in the next one.